Brake fade can be quite unexpected and a frighteningly common occurrence. All cars are susceptible to brake fade, but poor maintenance can be a major cause of the phenomenon.
It's a rather scary thought that all of the engineering that goes into creating this very effective friction material on your brake pad can be nullified with a few bad practices. And then something called brake fade starts to kick in, which can ultimately lead to brake failure. Now, Bertie, I wish they had given it a much scarier name because brake fade doesn't sound that bad. Take us back a few steps. Explain to us exactly what is brake fade.
Brake fade is poor brake performance on the end of the day. You do get to stop that vehicle in a longer period of time, but you don't have that performance to stop it where you actually want to get it stopped.
Now, we know that not all of us are as intuitive when it comes to driving or feeling out the faults in our vehicle. What are some of those warning signs that we can look out for?
The most common fade that the people out there encounter is green fade. That's a situation where the brake pads are actually not bedded incorrectly onto the vehicle. And when the consumer drives the vehicle and slams down on the brakes, all of a sudden there's poor brake performance. Something else that comes into play when we're dealing with fade is the brake fluid itself. Sometimes there's old brake fluid in the system that tends to boil under harsh braking conditions. And therefore, if you start driving the vehicle very hard, braking very hard, you're under the impression you're going to stop that vehicle. And with a fade condition, you're not going to stop it in time.
Another cause of brake fade is not bedding in brand new brake pads. This means accelerating to a predefined speed, braking to zero, and repeating a few times according to specific guidelines.
Well, now knowing how serious this is, any last words you want to leave with the viewer?
A big thing to remember is when you're maintaining the braking system correctly and you're bedding in the components correctly, you will have ultimate brake performance on the vehicle. Something as small as brake fluid that's not changed regularly might tend to lead to a fade condition where you encounter a situation where you're driving very hard and you can't stop that vehicle in time and somebody might get hurt.
Yep, so I think the responsibility is on the consumer in some part to make sure that you're getting that brake system bedded in properly. Ask the guy working on your car if they've done that. And also make sure that when you've got a new set of brake discs or brake pads yourself, don't drive like a hooligan. Look after yourself, look after other road users as well.
By ensuring you employ good driving techniques, you not only keep yourself safe, but contribute to keeping the road safe for other drivers as well.